Hello, gamers. It's time for gaming. I don't know if I actually set up the game screen. I don't remember. Oh, doesn't look like it. There it is. Okay. I forgot. Also forgot to. Okay, game audio looks fine. I think that's probably good enough. Yeah. I forgot to check all this before stream, but it's fine. Let's get back into this. I'm hoping to finish this today. So we talked to this guy fully, right? Yes, we did. Okay. And oh, there's something here. Let's go there. Because last time we questioned everyone, got statements from everyone. We got a bunch of clues. We did some puzzles to figure stuff out, and we're trying to figure out who murdered Freya. Okay. Suspect
That's
statement.
all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other. That's all the statements collected. It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little
The
weird.
birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
Okay. That's the wrong button. Okay. There's also something over here.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Alright, I think I did that
Well,
last
it is the
time.
music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
So I didn't? No, okay. Yeah, I did look at this last time.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
Okay. Guess I'll just talk to Poppy again. But I don't know if I guess we'll
Yeah, I need to
check
confirm
this.
something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Used to like the color, somebody gave it to you as a gift, somebody changed the color of the tape. I'm gonna say you used to like
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
right here. This.
Let's take a closer look
Okay.
at this.
What's the connection? Message on the tape. Cassette tape. Well, here we have pink cassette player. Pink cassette tape found at the crime scene. Found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Is it just with this one?
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now. The photo proves Poppy is the murderer. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it.
I don't know if that's it.
Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe.
I don't know if she's
It
the murderer,
depends on the
though.
reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Interesting. Okay. I also do know that there's this puzzle out here that I don't think I did.
I'm still not sure about this.
Should we take another look?
I'm gonna check it out. But I know some.
Let's
Hi.
come back later.
Okay. is this?
Fifi's
too?
got something pinned
What
up here.
is all this?
Okay. You're connected. They're connected. Okay.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember what puzzles I did or didn't do. And where they are. Oh, there was the map puzzle in here.
Nice.
How do you know
My
this?
Plus, there's a treasure map.
Okay. So, use the treasure map to discover the combination for the chest padlock. We've got the X here. So, I don't remember what I tried exactly. I4. And see, I'm confused about like the directional thing of like exactly what like they want from me for that exactly. Could be like standing here, so would it be south?
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure? And what about that painting?
Okay. It's definitely something around here. I guess the dragon would be H3 west.
Still locked.
Like they're different.
Tree is I2 north question mark.
That was
The padlock is just a grid reference for the map.
Okay. Mountain is J3. J3. I guess I could try east. I don't know.
That was incorrect.
The padlock just a grid reference for the map.
Uh-huh. And I know I tried the middle. Chest padlock. We've got... has to be this. I would assume like X marks the spot kind of thing. If it's like a treasure thing. Which would make me think it's I4. Let's just try all the directions.
The padlock is just a grid reference for
That
the
was
pad just a grid reference.
That was
the pad just a grid reference.
That was
the pad just a grid reference.
Okay. So what does it want from me exactly? As if it's not like
That was
the pad just a grid reference.
That was
the pad just a grid reference.
That
the pad just a grid reference.
That
the pad just a grid reference.
Okay. Let's see. Let's think about this a little more. Okay. Because there are also, like, the birds that are kind of missing. So I'm wondering if it's, like, from a different direction. It could be, like, this bit. Because this has, like, the X here, the, like, water dragon, the mountain, the birds, and that. And the center is kind of E6, I would say south. So let's try it. E6 south.
That was
Dang.
That's just a grid reference.
Okay. Let's see. Unless it's H6 south.
That was
That's
Okay.
just a grid reference.
But this could be something. I'm not exactly sure. Is it the tree? So B6 west? Oh. I don't know.
that was
That's just a grid reference.
Huh. We'll come back,
Let's take a
I
break.
guess. 'Cause I have no idea.
a little hand
How
paint.
can you
Well,
tell?
the paint's
Also,
already.
I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Okay, no, I have looked at this. Oh, wrong button. Were there other puzzles? Let's go back up to the crime scene. I don't know if there's any more up here. This also has the rose.
It's piano music.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I just want to hear these again.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Um,
The outline of there's a single patch of no real.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the.
So?
So she was probably
Let's
standing.
check the case file again.
yeah. I feel like that doesn't. Hmm. Hmm. Don't remember exactly what I can or can't do. Did I go out here?
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Yeah, I looked at the statue.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep. for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
That reminded me that I think there might have been a puzzle in the greenhouse that I didn't do. Can't fully remember. What is this?
A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna take a picture of this on my phone. I feel like that'll be helpful.
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table. Kinda reminds me of a
Okay.
periodic table.
Greek letters, I think.
Okay.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
Alright. Was there not a puzzle in here?
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Right. Okay, maybe not, but maybe that could be helpful in... Was there a puzzle in here? Let's check that out real quick, and then I'll go to... room.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
Yeah.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or
Okay. I'm also gonna take a picture of this. That feels like it's something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Probably, actually, I should have clicked on stuff on
chalkboard.
there.
is this a library?
Any idea what this means?
Not a clue.
Any idea what this means?
Not a clue.
Math equations.
Don't look at them for too long. You'll give yourself a headache.
Math.
Don't
Okay.
give yourself a headache.
I'm not sure I learned anything.
Okay.
Sure, why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
The search for new knowledge. The archiving of old knowledge. It's downright poetic.
Did I?
Is that a
Of sorts.
No globe.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Okay. Go to Fifi's room then. Maybe see if any of this has to do with, this.
Fifi's got
What
something.
is all this?
Because some of these math equations are also on the other thing.
Is Fifi trying to solve the mystery with math equations?
Maybe. Did you ever try that? Maybe it works.
Is
Maybe. Did
Okay.
you ever try that?
arrows connecting all the different suspects?
They're not labeled, though.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless.
Okay.
Is Fifi...
Maybe. Did
Okay.
you ever try that?
Did you notice who...
Freya?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Did I do this?
We already solved it.
Right. Trying to remember what I have and haven't done. Anything out here? I guess we'll just go to a bunch of the different rooms to try to figure out.
What is
I think it's a family tree.
Okay. What about out here? Was there anything out here?
We already solved it.
Right.
A wooden trunk that opens
I
up.
want one.
Okay, what if we talk to you again? No, we can't. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at what I got. Okay. Let's see. What is this letter again? Combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down there. Okay. Portrait. Like. Gramophone. Paints. Fruit. Bird book. This photo of a painting. The photo, these drawings, then the rooftop garden. This, what's that say again? Well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. Birds. Others. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think it's mainly I gotta figure out what the heck is up with this.
Nice.
How do you know?
Why else would it? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging.
Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just try a bunch of stuff in this bit. But I feel like the X has to be important. This also feels like the spacing might be better on this bit. But if we're, okay, if we're here facing this way, then that would be west for sure. So is it H6 west? Did I try that?
I did it.
Okay.
Why do I win?
Not bad. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Painted models. A model resembling a child with green hair, a model resembling a woman with gray hair, a model resembling a red and white bird, a model resembling a broad-shouldered man. The wooden models have been hand-painted. The paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried paint on it. Interesting. That feels like... Because those models looked similar to, can't remember their names. To Flora, Felix, and Freya. To me, at least. Oh. I didn't realize I could do that. Okay. Okay. I'm just like observing all of this just to see everything. Okay. Oh. It's Freya killed. Nothing suspicious. Yeah, we have that. Oh, and this shows their pathing. Interesting. Murder victim Freya Fellow, 19, died whilst painting portrait of Flora Fellow, 58. Flora's tower. Flora was present as she was posing for a portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. Yeah. Alright. There's gotta be some kind of puzzle that I'm missing. I know there's, like, stuff for this. Because I know the birds are here. At least I'm pretty sure these are the birds. Do some sort of tune of some kind. Maybe.
The ground's moist, but it's not muddy. Wonder how often it rains here.
I cannot believe how exciting this murder investigation is already.
It's just an archway. Like walking
Too
through.
late.
Yellow, pink, and blue. I wonder if that means anything about the birds. What color are the birds in here? Like the fancy birds. Purple, yellow, and blue. I don't know.
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so
I
symmetrical?
do it by weight. I can feel if one.
A little writing bit.
There's nothing written in the book, although some. Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Okay. And there's also the bell out here.
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Yeah. I wonder, can I mess with the piano at all? I don't know if I tried that or not.
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Okay, well then we'll go to the other piano.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones.
Okay. That's not anything.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
I'm pretty sure
We
I solved
already
this.
solved
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, that was the photo. Huh. Might just take a hint. We should talk to Hawkshaw. I'm pretty sure I tried to.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled, that much was clear, but sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she?
Ah!
I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
I didn't know I could do this.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
Alright.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective.
Alright.
314 cases solved. 314.
Alright.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
I find her rather embarrassing, little more than a spoilt child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse. Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Alright. Okay.
Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
Huh. I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was disappointed too. You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint. Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no, then. Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps? Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No?
No. Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking. You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Interesting.
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
A photograph of Freya could be important. I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that. The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
There's a lot
This
of
belongs
dialogue.
to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Fair enough.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Oh. Interesting.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he? A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
What? Okay.
This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around. Some breed of amphibious humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Interesting.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would. These people really are ridiculous, aren't they? And you consider that important evidence, do you?
Who knows?
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them. Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music. Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
Okay. Well, we've talked to her about everything. So, I didn't know that was an option. So I guess we're gonna be doing a lot of dialogue stuff.
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, that's... It was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see. She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Okay.
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good. Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Alright, time to talk about items!
Nice painting. Gives you a pretty good idea of the layout.
The lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the island.
It might seem strange to you, but nature is quite capable of producing perfectly geometric forms.
And those mountain cliff things around the outside?
We don't know much about them. They're unscalable. Not even Freya could have gone up there.
What's that?
This painting, it's speculative. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an informed estimation. Who gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun. Like a twist, you know?
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Okay.
That looks like it might belong to
Good
Poppy.
information. Okay.
How odd.
Okay.
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
Oh.
It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it. But it was empty.
Fun story. That belongs to Poppy.
So why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Oh, decided to lag for a moment.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny, inedible fruit?
You look at it.
Fair enough.
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her. There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, Once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Okay.
Felix made that? Huh. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it. This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
What's with the broken glass? Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Okay.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
Uh-huh.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to. That's quite sweet, really. I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, it could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone. Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
That makes sense
Poppy's
to me.
piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Last name.
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Uh-huh. Okay. So let's go talk to Fifi.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond. Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the 2 possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct. Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, Kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Alright.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Interesting.
Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The 3 of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Alright.
Name, Haksha. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Aw. I like Fifi, and I like the way that she
Name, Percival Pointer. Age,
gives
57.
information.
Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Interesting.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her. Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Okay.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
How are you doing, Ryan?
I
Current's going
require
through all
facts.
the dialogue
What do you know?
stuff.
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with
Yeah,
something.
it does.
There was no knife found at the crime scene,
Apart from the one in the painting.
which as a mere abstract representation does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
I'm doing pretty good today. Trying remembering how I'm doing. Had a good time with friends yesterday.
The statue itself does not interest
Played
me,
some.
but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We are.
Played some games and listened to some new music and stuff. Enjoying it. I'm trying to like listen to like more of MCR and Pierce the Veil because I'm gonna go see them like next year, and I'm very excited. So friends were showing me some of that.
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
I do not know why.
This letter.
Curious.
Alright, I was hoping you would have more.
Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know artists that well. Me and my friends do like a music listening like party kind of thing. And rotate whose turn it is and stuff. So that's my main like knowledge of things. And like another friend will just be like, "Hey, I've shown you music before and you've liked this like stuff like this. I'll show you more stuff." And will also just like talk to me about like different music genres, more in the like metal category. I'm not as into metal, but I enjoy listening. I think it's very interesting to learn about stuff that people are very passionate about.
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
So true.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
Yeah, I like Fifi. She's so very logical, autism coded, and I like characters like that because they always like interest me, and they describe things in a way that works for my brain.
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
Okay.
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth.
Oh, who is Fifi's voice actor? And also the character, because I like did a quick look up. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know exactly who that is. All right. My phone not wanting. Okay. From my quick Wikipedia reading, it seems like she's in a lot of like a lot of like anime stuff from what I saw, unless I looked up the wrong thing. Interesting.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
So I don't know what the Fate series is. I'll have to check it out and look into it and see what it is.
The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
I mean, it kind of is, in a way. It's, in one sense, like, where did she get the blood, and why is it blood and not paint? But on the other hand, that makes it less weird that there's blood on the painting. Because we know most likely where she got the blood, because I assume it's all the same blood.
Is she laughing?
Alright.
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint. A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is?
No, it's an Italian called Still Cinque Dea.
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it be that way.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next! It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
So it's like been over an hour, so here's a water, stretch, get food, take care of yourself reminder.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. An item from Poppy's childhood. her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay, sure.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
Oh, okay. Alright, then okay. I probably should have paid attention more to figure that out. Okay. If she was using a small lens in the greenhouse. I have no clue. Is it about the fruit? No. Okay. Hawkshaw says it's a handheld microscope used for detective work. Fifi says it's not a microscope of any kind, as it has a telescopic lens. So, okay, it has a telescopic lens. So she was using more of like a telescopic lens.
That's not right.
Okay. Fairy Poppy does not have an air fryer. What would...
That's not right.
No, I don't want to just like click things, and I don't have much full reason. She was in the greenhouse using a telescopic lens. Or at least I assume that if Fifi is telling me the truth about it. The birds?
That's not right.
I got no idea. Bugs.
You're
Gaming.
not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
It's not a
It's
microscope
not a
at all.
microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Was created by Fifi to use, is made entirely out of, is part of, according to Hawkshaw, uses, according to Fifi, uses. Okay. Which makes it the murder weapon, so Hawkshaw lied about it, so Fifi stole it, so Hawkshaw was honest, so Hawkshaw stole it. with Hawkshaw's microscope. Hmm. Okay. I can figure this out. So, the handheld microscope. Feels like it is part of something. According to Hawkshaw, uses microscopic lens. I don't think that's right. I know Fifi's eye gear is like uses a telescope, not telescopic. No, okay. Let me wonder about this. According to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi,
I was making it too
uses a
complicated.
telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe.
Batman's a good
A
one.
fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me, and so I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
That's cute, though.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Interesting. Ooh. Okay. I already questioned him about all the items and stuff, so let's go to Poppy.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Okay.
Foregone drifter, holding fast, days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make round a room?
Alright. Alright. I'm not gonna... I hope that this is like written down somewhere, because I'm not gonna remember most of whatever this is gonna mean.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze. Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
this is why I liked Fifi. She was direct and she just told me exactly everything. She didn't make a whole cryptid big deal about it.
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond. Behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied. It's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Okay, that one was the most understandable to me.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
So there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora's a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea. There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful.
Okay.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Come on, give me the information about it.
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy. Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone, or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife, with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
I want to know whose blood it is. Like, if Fifi tested it, does she not, like, I mean, I guess she'd have to test everyone's blood. But, like, I feel like she's probably already done that by now. I don't know. I feel like she would know if it was someone's blood here. I don't know.
What was inside?
Nothing.
Huh.
Alright.
It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes. That belongs to Flora, I think.
Alright.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No? Should we have?
No, it's just... it looks like something she'd use, don't you think? Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do. Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody? Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that? Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Alright.
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it. Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano. I think it's kinda cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly?
Oh, how nice. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously. I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet.
Alright.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune
Can you
for
play
us?
the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized. I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Okay.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go. Apparently listening to Poppy's poems was an achievement.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Fifi's diary. If it's Fifi's diary and she has written in it, it's not a diary at all. Somebody else's diary.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
I don't know. Not a diary.
It's
at
not
all.
a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay,
Me neither.
fine.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Somebody
It's somebody
else's
else's
diary.
diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Okay. Who would we compare the diary with? So it also has stars like this. So
That's not it.
okay. Thinking the same vibe, maybe. Unless that's not what I wanted to. Maybe the ripped photo of Poppy.
That kind of makes sense, but no.
Okay. Okay. I'm unsure what else could be related to that.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't notice that. Fair enough, actually. Blue book, the opposite of what's hidden inside, is the same thing as didn't know about. It's somewhat similar to. It's the same thing as secret diary. So it shouldn't be in the photo, but it was lost by Fifi, which proves it belongs to Fifi. Because it was stolen, which proves it belongs to Freya.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Thought there wasn't, didn't want anyone to see, didn't know about, always suspicious of, destroyed. Well, I assume Fifi didn't want anyone to see possibly personal secrets. In her bedroom within a library book buried in the garden that everyone knew about within Freya's diary. Yeah, Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Your diary. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp I saw them. All 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best she could do with a little company. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Does that mean... Wait. I wonder if, like, I can ask about it again or something now that it's open. That's the wrong button. Let's go talk to Penny, though. See what you have to say about everything.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable. She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. I mean, well, you don't need to.
No. It's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
Right.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things. She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that? Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me.
Sometimes it's
You're
just
the
fun to
one
know
who
things.
memorized it.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that me?
I also like Penny. She's dramatic, and I like that.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Alright.
You know, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you?
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest.
Well, it sounds like she cares.
Finally, I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Well, only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though. Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue. I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling, don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable. Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew. Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct?
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one? Well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's rather sad. Freya doesn't take very good care of her pains, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian, had her own priorities. How terrible.
You recognize it?
That color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene. Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes. A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it? Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent. Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right. Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course! Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
I don't see why you wouldn't name a hat.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business. Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar. If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
Yeah.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question. Lovely.
Alright.
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her. I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Sure.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Alright.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Hold on.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower, holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else. Fifi definitely saw Fitz holding a knife. Fifi lied about seeing Fitz. I think he was holding something else.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
Was it the trowel?
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
It's part of a matching set with, is the only thing that can destroy, was used to bury, is used by Fitz to look after, used by Fitz to cut. I think it's part of maybe a matching set or something. In Poppy's room, in the garden, in the greenhouse, in Penny's room, in Fitz's room. Okay. An ornate trowel. Part of a matching set with... Let's try Poppy first. In Poppy's room?
An ornate trowel is part of a matching set with Poppy in Poppy's room. Nope.
Okay. What about Penny? Penny's
An
room.
ornate trowel is part of a matching set with Penny in Penny's room. That's not right.
Okay. Fitz need to look after a plant somewhere in Point Java. There's this one that he's probably looking after. He's used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
An ornate
There it is.
trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
Uh-huh.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would say, like, the soil or something, but, I guess just the other one, because the pots are the same.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Pot and soil. Pot in the garden is different from. In Freya's room matches. In Penny's room matches. Was replaced by. In Flora's room matches. Penny's room matches. The pot and soil. Found in the garden. Freya's room. Found in Fitz's greenhouse.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
Okay. Let's go figure this out.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
Red tulips are fake. They're from red roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
Okay. Shows the roses and who they belong to. Well, this.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Do you not just go in?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the
Right.
resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing
And there
me
were
of?
feathers out there. I don't know how I forgot about the feathers there. Okay. Was given to, was used to bribe, was used to spy on, was used to kill, was stolen from, was given to. But it didn't work, and distracted them, and steal evidence from them because they were planning a murder, and steal money from them. Poppy and Fitz. Or no. One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz. But it didn't work.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost.
Okay.
Maybe just...
And distracted them.
One of
Steal
Penny's
evidence from them?
birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those 2 have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type.
Uh-huh.
I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Feathers.
Let's take a closer look at these.
This yellow feather. Used to kill, was left behind by, was stolen from, was delivered to be dropped by, eaten by, was left behind by Penny's yellow bird, and escaped from Penny, confused me when it visited the rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the 2 of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Okay. I feel like maybe questioning her about a bunch of stuff is gonna just be nothing, so let's just see.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window? We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try. We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials? Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening. We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Gotta check them all, even though there could be like one thing where she said something.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty? Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked? This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was going to say something there. What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who are the other people next to you?
Do you know anything about this beetle?
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
Alright. Didn't think I was gonna get anything out of that, but... Okay. I at the very least want to finish talking to everyone before I end today. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the game, though, today. That's... what?
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know. You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason. reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Well, either way, if it's her preference, it's her preference.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman. Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower. Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item, something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it. Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter, always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
I'd only have enough time to finish questioning Felix, or I'd have to end stream.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting, as rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. Goodness me! That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people. What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be. The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
I'm gonna try to.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Okay, never mind. We'll do this
Something
real quick.
Suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the
All
something.
right.
Let's ask her about it.
Alright, hold on.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not the right color. It's not your paint pot. It has the wrong lid. It's not your paint.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Whoa, Freya's paints, perhaps?
Let's take a closer look at this.
This are switched. Freya's red paint pot is exactly the same as was used to paint, is full of, was broken by, was stolen and replaced with. It's exactly the same as. Stolen and replaced. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, broken by Felix, but Freya noticed what had happened, but the lids were swapped. I didn't even notice that one. Yeah.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Well, that red paint is blood, so this red paint pot had been emptied, somehow filled with blood. I used to destroy, used to fill up. Yeah. Somehow filled with blood, emptied out onto the floor after Freya used it to paint Flora. Freya several weeks ago and then locked away. Or Freya used it to paint Flora. Yeah.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Makes sense. Okay. I don't think I have time to finish this today, so... wrong button. Wait. I know the buttons. I think. Wait, no. I know them. It's here. But yeah, I wanted to finish today, but I don't have enough time, and I'm also hungry, so I should eat something. But hopefully next week, Wednesday the 22nd, again at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna finish this. So yeah. Let's see who else is live that I could raid. Oh, Liv is playing Stardew Valley. That sounds like fun. Yeah, let's go do that. Liv is pretty cool. We raid them a lot. Alright. This was fun. I'm enjoying this game a lot, even though sometimes the puzzles are hard for my brain. Or I didn't pay attention. Alright. This was fun. Let's go raid Liv and watch them play Stardew. And I'll see y'all next week. Goodbye!